Come in. Hi, how are you? Good. Alright. Ready? Alright, well, I'm very happy to know you. I'm Dr. Glow, and I'm happy we get to know each other today. Good. Alright, I know it's not really easy, but you did a great thing by coming here first. Okay, it's actually really brave. So, I just want you to sit in a chair and just relax, okay? I'm going to make this as comfortable for you as I can, alright? And we're just going to, get to know each other. So, I'm just going to start with some really easy and fun questions just to get the conversation going, okay? Good. Alright. Are you okay? Is it comfortable first? Alright, do you need anything? There's water, coffee, milk, orange juice, tea. Okay, well, anytime you need anything, you just tell me, okay? Good. Alright, so it's going to be a little uncomfortable at times, but I'll try to make it as fun as possible. Alright? Okay. First, before any of this, I want you to know that you're in a safe space, okay? Nothing that you tell me here will come out unless you want it to. And there is no judgment. I'm not here for that, okay? I'm just here for you to kind of talk everything out. Sometimes it feels very good to say things out loud and for someone to listen. It's therapeutic. Okay, so this is all that it's gonna be. You just talking to me. That's all. And I'm here to listen and to just kind of guide your thoughts. Okay? Good. Great. Alright, so just a few fun questions. First, which show, if you watch any, is your favorite? It can be anything, even something I don't know. I don't care. It's fine. I actually do like that show very much. I just discovered it though, so I'm not very far in it, but it's a pretty fun show. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I'm noting everything down. You're going to see me note literally everything. It's just so that my memory doesn't fail me. Okay. And I can come back to it in case you want to have multiple sessions, okay? Okay. Oh, why do you like that show? What attracts you to it? Okay. It's fine. It can even be like physical appearance of characters. I don't mind. Okay. Interesting. No, it's not because I say interesting at some point that this is more interesting than anything else. Everything that you say here will be interesting. Okay. Tell me about your favorite video game, if you play that. Or board game. Okay. And why? Okay. person that you need to really be honest with, so that this conversation can lead anywhere, can lead to any change, any improvement, if you will, of yourself. Okay? So please do not hold back anything. Okay? I want you to give me 3 qualities and 3 flaws that you have. No, you don't just have flaws. I can promise you can take all the time that you need. I want 3 qualities. Even something just, silly. Everything can be a quality. And sometimes flaws can be qualities too. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. Right. No, just 3. It's fine. Okay, 3 things you like physically about yourself. Yeah. I know it's hard, but this is just the beginning. Yes, 3. Okay. Okay. Alright. See? And I'm sure if you dig, there's more. It can be like, I have pretty teeth. I have, I don't know, a pretty nose. Nice jawline. Anything. Okay. Nice. Alright, so let's yeah, we're gonna get there. What time do you go to sleep? This is purely from my understanding of your life as a whole. What time do you go to sleep? Okay. Okay. How, on average, how many hours do you sleep? Okay. If you can, a minimum of 8. I would also try to sleep before midnight. I know that it doesn't seem like a big thing, but trust me, it actually really does good. So, before midnight and try 8 hours of sleep, like minimum, if you can. And if you have trouble sleeping, I can definitely recommend you some things, like, have you heard of ASMR? It's these videos on YouTube that they can help you sleep or focus or just relax. what's your circle like, and who do you get along, who do you not get along? Is there any tensions whatsoever? Just tell me everything, okay? You can start maybe with your very close family, like maybe your parents. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm noting everything. Okay. Okay. So are you close? Okay. Alright, so there are some tensions. And what would you say is your attitude when those happen? How do you go about a conflict when there's something like that arising? How would you describe your attitude and what you do in that moment? If you can remember maybe like the most recent, or maybe on average. Are you maybe the person who just shuts down and leaves? Or do you just go more, at confrontation? Okay. There's no right way about it. The right way is to understand why these tensions arise in the first place, so that these fights, you don't have to have that attitude. So we should definitely work on that. Why would you say these tensions arise most of the time, or is it different things? Okay. Okay. All right. So when these happen, let's say the fight has ended. Where do you tend to go? Is there someone that you can talk to, maybe even outside of your family? Or do you go to, have a lot of people go to music, for example, just, shut down and use a way of getting this, out? Like, yeah, just music, watching a show, or just like walking outside. Okay. And when have different, very, very different paths. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely tell if you spend more time at home. If you like to be by yourself, or if you feel really good in the company of others, and that you like the energy of being with other people, and you find yourself needing that, then that's different. Okay. No, that's all. It's like introverted people. Yeah, I do think they used to be kind of stigmatized, maybe a little bit still, but introverted people have amazing qualities, and often you'll find amazing artists, entertainers, and, very intelligent people who are sure not, they don't like to be out there, but they are still who they are, and we do need a lot of them. Okay. Yes. We say it takes a lot of different people to make this world. I just translated that from French. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, how are you feeling right now? Yeah. I do feel from your stance that you're still a little bit tense, and I understand it's the first time that we're meeting and we're talking, so is it hard for you to open up right now? I know. No, it's not easy. It's not easy, but honestly, you're doing great. I feel like you're able to share with me. So I don't know how you are in your normal settings, but I feel like we have a good conversation going. Okay? So it's very important that you keep this flow as much as possible. Okay? But I'm glad it's normal to be stressed though. Okay? Okay. Yeah, it's such a huge step that you took from actually accepting here and meeting me. And so I'm honestly proud of you. There's a lot of people who think that they're gonna be stigmatized if they go to the therapist, but actually I meet so many people. Everyone would benefit from just talking, because sometimes we don't want to be talking to people that we know. Some things are a little bit personal, so I see people from all walks of lives, and I think everyone should actually just talk to someone. Yeah, so it's not, it's not like you're gonna be crazy if you go to the therapist now. I mean, I'm not an evil, scientist, I'm just another person, so it's kind of like, yeah, just talking to a friend, except that this friend isn't really a friend, I guess. But yeah, so don't feel bad. I see so many people. Yeah, it's therapy nowadays should be really normalized for everyone. Yeah, it's all kinds of people, even, people who don't necessarily have issues in their lives, but they're just feeling a little bit stressed or a little sad sometimes, or for you to know yourself and to really see what are your strengths and your weaknesses, because you do have strength, and just to really know you so that you can kind of move forward. Yeah. In that same regard, is there anything that you would like to change about yourself, or things that you would like to improve on, maybe? Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. So I would love for you to also write these questions down and see what you can tell me next week about it. Yeah, it is very deep, but you know, sometimes things happen in your life and you don't really take time to step back and analyze yourself in these situations and what went wrong, what could have gone better. And if we don't really do this and we don't analyze ourselves, sometimes things can happen multiple times. And so it's very important for you to know how you react in situations so that you can better the situations, or you know, go about it better. Okay? Yeah. There are some things, obviously, that you can change because they're in your control. It's something that you can change because it's you. But there are lots of things that you can't control. So, a lot of people get upset for things that we can't control. It's normal. It's human. But when you know that you can't control it and that it's not necessarily your fault, you don't have to be, you know, I guess it's human to be mad, you know, and sad. But it's better to shift your focus on things that you can't control, so that at least you can better some parts of your life, while others, they're kind of up to chance, right? But at least it helps if you just improve some parts. Okay. Don't worry, all the next sessions we're going to talk about all this. Alright, we're gonna dig very deep, and I promise it's a journey for you and I, and we're gonna evolve together like Pokemons. It's true. And it's a journey, but I'm pretty sure that you're gonna do great. Alright. So that was a little intense. How are you feeling now? It's normal. I'm asking you a lot of things. It's not because I want to know them right now in this instant. It's just because I want you to think back and reflect on them throughout the week, or, you know, throughout your life. It's just things that you can constantly ask yourself, like, what can I do to make myself better? What can I do to improve in this area? ask yourself,